This is your Fox 47 News Flash.
Welcome to your Fox 47 News Flash from the Digital Newsroom. I'm Chris Lewis, and these are the top stories that we're following. All 203 of Michigan's alcohol breath testing devices are back in service amid a fraud investigation of the company that supplies the equipment. The Michigan State Police started an investigation last month into contract employees with Intoximeters Incorporated and suspended its contract after evidence suggested the company falsified records and misrepresented the device's accuracy. The Detroit Free Press reports that state police had announced all DataMaster DMT devices had been sidelined until the agency could verify that each was properly calibrated. Nearly 40 devices were back online a few days later. Just days after taking his name out of consideration for the Michigan State head football coaching job, Mel Tucker has been named the 25th coach in program history. MSU held a press conference on Wednesday welcoming Tucker along with a band, cheerleaders, and 7 people who stepped up to the podium to speak. After a puzzling weekend that saw Tucker tweet out that he was staying at Colorado, a second effort from Michigan State was too much for the new Spartan head coach to pass up. It's the right time for me to be here. Everything is here. Everything that we need is here right now to get done what we need to get done. He said it's exciting to be at Michigan State, and Michigan State's leaders made it evident that the feeling is mutual. Terrifying video from a school bus crash in Ohio shows students being tossed around inside after it was hit by a car. The video is bringing up the question, should school buses have seatbelts? Some question whether seatbelts would keep your children safe or hurt the rescue process. School buses without seatbelts are the safest form of transportation to and from school, said Patrick Dean, VP of Dean Transportation. Many schools in mid-Michigan contract Dean Transportation for bus services. He believes no seatbelts may have been what prevented more injuries or worse. Most Michigan school buses don't have seatbelts. Dean said installing seatbelts is more than just adding a few bolts. There are a lot of considerations, from capacity of the school bus to evacuation procedures and how you would train and how long you would adapt to installing seatbelts, said Dean. Dean said that seatbelts on school buses need to be researched. There's a number of safety features, including seatbelts, that need to be studied by the federal and state governments to understand the effects and the pros and cons of equipping seatbelts on school buses, said Dean. Dean Transportation told Fox 47 in Michigan, even if a school bus does have a seatbelt, schools cannot require students to be buckled up. A mid-Michigan man charged with nearly beating a dog to death in early October of last year was sentenced in court on Wednesday morning to 36 months of probation and was ordered to repay vet costs associated with the dog's injuries. The 20-year-old was sentenced to anger management, domestic violence counseling, a psychologist exam, and 3 years probation with no jail time as long as he stays out of trouble. If Abdul Razak Salah Mustafa does not complete the terms of his sentencing, he could serve up to 7 years in prison. The judge also said he could be deported because he's not a citizen. Mustafa said that he believes that this is his second chance after pleading guilty, with no jail time being served. Mustafa confessed that he picked up his dog, Champ, and slammed him onto the ground multiple times. Learn more about all of these and all Mid-Michigan's breaking news on fox47news.com.